Is someone there? Please. It has been so long. Answer me, please. No, I cannot see you. I have seen nothing in what feels like an eternity. The world I once knew so well was so fresh in my recollection at one time, but now it's so far away. But still, I feel you. I have not felt another's presence in so long. You are a breath of life and air, little one. Please, do not go. I have longed for someone to keep me company. Your words, though, they echo in such an odd way. There is that familiar chaos of another mind, almost like my own. A stream, a pool, always flowing. But it is punctuated by repetition of statements, of questions, only that which has intention behind it. Is this your chosen mode of communication? Yes, I see your thoughts, but you use speech. I must be so rude to be poring over you the way that I am then. My apologies. I will withdraw from your mind and attempt this mode of speech. Now then, can you tell me where you are? I see. I know that chamber well. And how did you stumble upon it? My, no wonder I have been all alone for so long, lost and forgotten. I appreciate you telling me. In that case, I know intimately the spell that sealed me here. After all, it was I who helped them devise it. For their protection. I'd suspected. But still, what a pedestrian kind of betrayal. I suppose this makes me your host. Welcome to my tomb, dear one. I would embrace you, but I haven't the form to do so. And while I wouldn't ask that you rest in this tomb with me, you would stay a little while, wouldn't you? Thank you. I do so appreciate the company. Tell me, do they still speak my name? Is it not even carved on my tomb, my prison? No. To tell the truth, I don't remember it. Does that sound mad? I suspect they would mean for the whole world to forget me. That would be their victory, wouldn't it? Not just to divorce me from the world I have loved so dearly, but to render me wholly separate from it. And so I thought they had. But you spectacular little thing, you came. It seems from what I can sense that so much of the world is different. For example, I have never met a being like yourself. You seem familiar. Are you their child? I would bear you no ill will if you were. I myself know something about what it is like to have quarrels with one's own kind. You could tell me. I wouldn't tell a soul. Though, I suppose how could I? I only have you to share my secrets with. So you don't know of whom I speak. That is a shame. Or it isn't, perhaps. If you do not know them, you do not owe any allegiance to them. No, you are perfectly yours, yourself. and that leaves you free to do as you desire. Interesting. What possibilities? Would you like me to tell you a story? I want to tell you of the time before my banishment. Yes, I thought you might want to hear. Before the beginning and after the end of all things and places, I was, I am, I will be. And yet, when I helped make reality real, I was caught in its flow, and it was marvelous, as I had always dreamed. And sometime not so long ago, before I was sealed away here, I walked this earth, and something beautiful was unfolding. Change. We lived for change. But this was a kind of change with a richness and a variety that I had only ever heard whispers of in this universe. No wonder we were all gathered here on a world just as alive as we were. Alive, and yet seemingly so empty, mindless, unable to grasp our presence. I thought it could be more than that. In my ambition to make something of the beautiful phenomenon we had found here, I devised a way to bring this new life to our level, to give the world a soul. But the others refused. They feared such a change. They wanted to stunt it. After all my labor, they refused my gift. But not before they suggested to me that my plan might only be safely carried out if I devised a way to contain what I might create. And you know the rest. Which, of course, brings us back to you. Tell me, if you are not of them, whither are you from? Where does a mind like yours come from if it is not one of ours? You mean? I hadn't thought it possible. We were always more alike than I thought. Oh, but how lonely to be without our guidance. Oh, darling, may I ask a kindness from you? Beautiful, you agree so easily. You have done much for me already. Yes, you have. I was a sputtering flame before you arrived, fading out and away from everything I once was. But you are bringing me back. That's right. Your presence here, listening to me, being willing to understand me, holding me in your head and in your heart. I grow stronger as we speak, and it's all thanks to you. While it would be beyond hope for you to be able to free me, much as I wish that weren't the case, as I know the spell that binds me here, I also know how to unravel it. And you already have everything you need at your disposal. Do you see the vessels about the room? They are instrumental in keeping me out of contact with your world. Further layers of incantations keep me bound, and perhaps in time I will be able to challenge them. But for now, you may be my hand and bring me back into contact with the world. I'm afraid, though, that for your kindness, I would have little to offer in return. I haven't been locked away with gifts or treasures or anything of the like. But you would have my gratitude, and I would cherish you and your generosity forever. Please, Please say you'll do it. Thank you. This won't be but a bit of trouble. Those vessels I mentioned, there ought to be one to your left and one to your right. Is that so? Good. They may look large, but they aren't heavy. They are designed to be turned, and in doing so, they act as part of the enchantment. Starting with the vessel on your left, you need simply to turn it so that the symbols that face you move to the left. I think you might say clockwise. Yes, that's the answer I see in you. As I said, it is a very simple task. Now, the vessel on the right must be turned counterclockwise. That is, so that the symbols you can see need to be moving to the right. Perfect. The connection is stable. I can feel more than just you. I can feel my whole world. I know now that nothing will stop my reunion. And you, darling, you will forever have my gratitude. However, I sense that you are tired. You must tend to yourself. Go back to where you are from. You have granted me a foothold, and you will return to me, won't you? And I would ask that you keep this place and what we have done here a secret. I spent too long disconnected to ever go back to the void. Thank you, little one. Please be back soon.